Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indcd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear. Part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to teaching the art to others. And, of course, and we're going to do it old school today, Hades and Hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Happy Friday, everybody! Woo! We have made it through yet another week. Now, I know it's been a rough one for a lot of us. And, folks seem to be dropping like flies between Aussie and, oh, that's Snickerdoodle in the background. Hey, Snicky. And Dusty, of course. Between Aussie and Hulk Hogan and a lot of other people. It's Chuck Maglione. I have trouble saying his name. It's a rough run. Many arrows fall, few hit their mark. But we need to keep moving forward, and that's what I'm doing. Yesterday, I should talk about my accountability. There was no Nick Knows Nerf because it got dangerously hot out here. One of my thermometers actually broke from the heat, so I have to replace it. So I can't tell you just how hot. But all that aside, I did get a few things done around the house that needed done, and just a smidge of working on one of my game projects that needs to happen, very soon. But today I want to talk a little bit about something I heard, and when you are in this field, especially this one goes out to my younger audience, in comparison to some of my older audience. Respect your elders. Seriously, our elders, those who have been there and done that, deserve all our respect and encouragement, and they deserve us to pay attention to them. But know the difference between our elders and people who just got old. Because an elder has taken time to learn about themselves and their community. They have grown as people to improve. And when they make a mistake, not only do they admit it, uh, they actively seek creative criticism. They actively want to be correct, not necessarily for their own edification or just their own edification, but so that they can make sure what they are passing down is correct. An elder is someone who has spent time in the field and they're constantly taking their bucket, okay, and trying to fill it with the waters of knowledge and passing it on the brigade down. And they get it from people, their senior, and they get it from their experiences, and they pass it down. And they verify, this is water. This is not kerosene. This is not chocolate pudding. This is water. And if they're ever mistaken, an elder will want to be created, because an elder at least fights their ego. An elder at least appreciates their foibles and learns from them and begins to treat their weaknesses as strengths. Then there are people who just got old. People who just got old walk around with anger. They walk around with a bitterness that they did not get what they wanted or feel they deserved. They walk around with a sense of cruelty, of vindictiveness that has the clutching greed of an ill-trained toddler, regardless of their age. And it is important in this field to set up and look up the people who you claim as elders. Now, I am blessed. There's a reason I almost always, once upon a time. Wow, I'm a little out of it. Rough night. Once in a while, this logo right here will come down for technical reasons or simple mistake. But I fly this logo because I consider Brian K. Morris an elder in this field. And I say that with the highest of reverence, because we need to stop with this worship of youth. Youth is a wonderful thing. Beauty in the in the more modern sense is a wonderful thing, but is not an end-all nor be-all. We need to find the people that we can respect and understand and learn from them, and understand that no one, not me, not anyone, is an authority in every field. But we need to respect the people who are authorities in their field and who have done what they can to pass it on. Now, right now, I've been thinking a bit, and there are people in politics, there are people in creative fields, certainly people on social media who, upon outgrowing the obvious signs of youth and getting past that line where they can fake and feign it, they suddenly will rebrand themselves, or they will attempt to, as elders. Beware of those people. Beware of people. It is more important to be right than it is to be correct. And there is a difference. Because being correct is not solely for you. Wanting to be correct is a drive towards seeking more information, more perspective, more understanding. Being right is a drive to seek prestige and elevation. And while those things are quite nice and are deservedly put upon some people, do not mistake one for the other. My friends, I believe in you. I believe in my youngest viewers and I believe in my oldest viewers, and they can quibble over who is who. But I worry. I worry about the idiots who walk around with the appearance of adequacy. And for how long said idiots have fooled so many. It is more important that you find people who can build you up, who can help you be better, either from the perspective of someone who is newer in a field and asking the right questions that make you think, this is part of why we teach, friends, or the people who have been there and done that, and they stop and they take their time and their energy to pass it along. It is a resource that is both infinite in value and finite in time. So choose your elders well. And in this case, beware those who use age as seniority. Because sometimes somebody younger than you is your elder in a given field. And that can be hard to stomach. Sometimes someone older than you knows things you've never imagined, and that can be hard to stomach. Both of these can assault our pride from different angles. And while a healthy measure of pride can be a good thing, we must never let it become overconfidence, boisterousness. It should never be false. My mother, who is one of the wisest people I've ever met in her fields, has a saying that has stuck with me for a long time. She says, if you think you've got it, flaunt it. If you've got it, you won't have to. Okay? If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, if you are in your art, you will attract the people who appreciate you and the people who want to tear you down in great measures. Not always equal, unfortunately, in some cases. Unfortunately, in others. But I know a lot of people out here who do it. They broadcast, they write, they teach, they share, they create. They're the real meal deal. And I'm privileged to know them. And I know some people who beat their chest dramatically, who rattle and prattle day in and day out, and say, acknowledge me. Why? I'm your elder. Are you, or are you simply older? Now, I'm not saying don't learn from these people. You can always learn from these people. Maybe not the lessons they intend. But everything that we do, I think, should be in pursuit of correctness. So, in matters that are factual, we have an obligation as reasoning, thinking, logical living computers to seek out knowledge and information from the best sources we can to find and justify not our opinions, not our desires, but our understanding of the truth. So we need to be correct. We need to be creative. I don't have it handy, but an MIT study is showing that frequent use and continual use of things like AI that are doing things for us is actually causing the brain to be less complex. Our ability to think and reason is compressed. We need to flex these mental muscles and think. We must be creative. And perhaps above all else, we must be compassionate to each other and to ourselves. We must be gentle and act in love. And if we can keep these three forces balanced, we can hope to someday become the elders that we wish we had. Now, friends, I'm going to run Joe's ad because it is Friday. And then I'm going to get into your comments because I am monstrously behind. You guys are having an active Friday. As usual, I haven't looked at comment one. So I'm going to run the Indie CD ad. I will be back in a minute and a half. And then we'll get into what you guys want to discuss because as good as I am, and frankly, I'm good, you guys are always more interesting. So let's see what's going on. Back in a minute and a half. All right. To the person who asked, I may do a late Nick Knows Nerf. I mean, I'm already doing 2 streams today, but I'll be honest, I got some news that shooketh me at a time where I'm getting tired of being shooketh. So I had to take some time to process before I could really properly respond related to some nerfdom. So, it's coming, don't worry. Wow. Now, let's go and let's get where we're going. And hey, it looks like all the cats, now I just gave up and left the door open. I'm not interesting anymore, so perhaps I won't be. Oh, I'm getting comment dumps. You all are having fun. Morning, all. Good morning, Trey. Now, before I get into the rest of your comments, Trey and I have been on a bit of discussion. And I am tired of dealing and watching companies who, for all their greed, don't want to make money. And in the case of this, Trey brought it up to me. Give women their pockets back, for Christ's sake. And no, I'm not speaking in vain. Because we are supposed to do unto others as we'd have others do unto us. Golden rule. I loved having pockets. I can't use them due to nerve damage. Give women back their pockets. Anyway, sorry, Trey. I saw your post about your knife sticking out, and it shooketh me. Yeah, I am shooketh today. Is that going to be my word of the day? I hope not. I hope I can find something a little jollier. But good morning, and good morning, Donna. And good morning, Joe. Sounds like everybody's having a really good morning. And greetings, and greetings, and greetings, and celebrated getting AC fixed on the van by having lunch at the new Sonic. Yay! You know what? I got to eat out yesterday, too. I didn't even get to mention it. I got to go down, because of the extreme heat, I decided it was time for us to go get something for dinner. And I forgot where we were going for dinner would be very warm. But we had Chinese to celebrate the end of summer reading. It was very nice. Oh, I'm trying to use my game controller like I'm going to navigate the interwebs with it. Silliness. And heck yeah, how is the Sonic? Nice. And good morning, Carl. And yay, Trey and I are sharing an office now, literally 3 feet from each other. Oh, isn't that horrible? Isn't that terrible? Oh no, you're in close proximity to the person you wanted to spend the rest of your life with. Geez, it's almost like if you do it right, whenever you get in these situations or locked down in these situations, you go, darn. And good mornings and greetings. And I remember when dude and I did that. Still stayed together, sharing an office at work or at home. This closeness could cause issues, either for you or for others. Yes, I will say working the same job is a challenge. Hi. Walking okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Maddie just turned the fan so it's blowing cold air towards my office for a change. Oh my gosh, that went right up. Thank you. There's a joke to be made, but there might be minors in the chat, so I won't make that joke. Woo! At work, he still has his space in the meat locker basement at home. Morning. Hey. When people would come visit, we would show them we bounce messages back and forth via Q-Link or AOL, even though we were in the same. That is the great joy, is sitting next to your significant other, bouncing messages back, and possibly terrorizing a chat room. I feel old. And hey, did Foxy come in? Oh, good morning, Foxy. How are you doing, dearie? Trying to get my hands to warm up. Oh, good. If you work in the same room, you need separation at home. Indeed. Fortunately, our boss and his wife are used to our shenanigans. They also share the same office. We also drive separately in the summer. Oh my. That gives you a good break. You need that. You need your alone time. I just put on a new keyboard today, and now I know why Donna loves these light-up keyboards. I can see what I'm typing again. Bravo! That sounds great. I might need to try one of those. I'm wearing the letters off of mine, off of this one. Well, I haven't seen any in Ergo, so like my incredibly dusty, don't mind that keyboard. This is my keyboard. This is what it looks like from the side. I absolutely adore it. If you're going to keep writing a whole lot, anybody who has like nerve issues or whatever, consider. Okay, I still have some space. Getting one of these. Now, that makes sense, Trey. Since You will go to different sites, work different hours. My L is about gone. I think we've had enough L's hit lately. Light-up keyboards are amazing, especially if you don't like turning on an overhead light. Do they have wireless ones? I don't need dog taking the whole setup when he gets zoomies. I can touch type, Foxy. Thank goodness for high school typing class. But yes, sometimes it helps in the dark offices to see what I'm doing. Keeping the main light off to keep heat down. Well, because I am almost always broadcasting while I'm working these days. Oh yeah, I need my big light. It's the one time big light is necessary. Yeah, especially great for those times when the sky gets suddenly dark and I haven't turned the light on yet. And we are almost a half hour in, so I'm going to run a quick ad. We've been talking about Trey. Alrighty. Back to the comments. And okay, here we are. Had a wireless keyboard. It didn't light up. I have one rattling around somewhere. Oh, I see it. It's right there. I just hope I have the right dongle for it. I'm working on a master plan to get one of those little mini PCs set up in the living room. Brilliance. Sensational. Respectfully, of course. Anyway, I was starting to type double letters, and I can't have that. Walmart has them for about $35. For a cheap, I'm surprised how well it's lasted. I have to look into one. We saw light-up keyboards at Menards for $5. I got 2 of them. Save big money at Menards. We're not sponsored, but Menards, please, if you want to throw some money my way, hit me. Hey, peoples. Sup, Thesis? How you doing? Menards has hitting gems. Well, save big money at Menards. Always check the clearance aisles. Absolutely. I love electronic clearance aisle. I've been getting some really great solar lights that I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of modification to. I know why they're on clearance, but it may mean that the lighting situation around my home will take a dramatic and drastic turn, and I'm looking forward to that. Thesis, yay! Morning, Foxy and Thesis. Good to have you back, brother. Yeah, it's good to have Thesis back. He poofed for a while there. Hey, Thesis, and if I find the keyboards again, I'll get more of them. I like the touch, even if it's noisy. Noisy that's a good thing. Give me that sweet, sweet feedback. None of that gooey membrane stuff. Ugh. Mine's a bit noisy too. I rather like the sound of a manual keyboard, especially the ding at the end. Same. Noisy keyboards make me feel like I'm writing something. Yes. She helps me sleep when I can hear Joe using his. I get that, because that's also like a sound that everything is right in the world. I really feel for my poor son, because I was trying to do my exercises and I got on a musical thread. So I was banging out my exercises and drills and stuff last night, and it was good, but whew, I realized, oh shoot, Xander got a rush of early aughts kind of grunge music. Oh, darn. I used to have a software program that made your speakers make the clicky sound. Mechanical keyboards are nice, but they can get really loud when typing fast on them. They can also be very touchy if you get the gaming style ones. You don't need to depress the keys nearly as far. That's true. Like I said, I really though, I'm afraid because I have never had a keyboard as nice as the one I'm using currently. But wow, complete with the ding at the end of the page. That's awesome, Foxy. Made writing high school papers a little more fun. Glad to be back. Drove my dad up the wall. It was grand. This is a Game Pro keyboard. Not sure how it would be at games, but it does a good job compared to the old broken wireless one, I bet. My old Packer Bell computer made writing papers fun back in junior high. It would freeze up. I'd slap the side of it. Then all the words I typed would appear on the screen. Oh my gosh, Joe. You have unlocked core memories of dealing with the Nick field in my youth. LOL. Every time I would slap the side of it, you'd hear the hard drive spin up again. Sometimes they need a bit of percussive maintenance. And thesis, I don't know how you did it. If I step away from the humor group for one day, all heck breaks loose. Good morning. That old PC lasted quite a few years. Video cards started to go bad and basically turned the monitor into an old green screen monitor. Why? Why are you taking me on the Wayback Machine? All I know is that, if we go much farther, I'm going to die of dysentery. Anyway, morning, Dan. Hey, Dan. Good old days. Is that my zip drive clicking? No! No, not zip drives. No! Okay, sorry. Damn! It was an old Windows 95 Packard Bell 120 megahertz processor, 900 megabytes RAM, 900 megabytes hard drive, Carl. Oh, you're talking numbers that make sense again. I remember as a teen, my dad got tired of our junk on his computer, so he built one with removable hard drives. Each one of us would put our drive in, use our stuff, and not mess with his. That is a brilliant solution. I ended up compressing the drive to about 2 gigs so I could install Windows 98 on it after it came out. Nice. Had a few Packard Bells along the way. Hey, Dad, 2 minutes for more coffee. Be right back. If that wasn't a hint, giggles, grins at Foxy. Yay. Time to mute headphones. I see how you are. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. I know you're like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. Blah, 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 blah. I can get through my lines. I really can. I am a professional broadcaster. Darn it. No, Botrix has correctly joined the channel. That's right. He understands it's important to be correct. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How you doing? It's been a minute since I've slowed things down. So, how are you doing? Are you keeping cool in this crazy, crazy heat? Anyway, are you just dialing love for everybody around you? Well, makes old school printer banner like, yeah. That was the best paper in the world, though. To draw on, the best paper was the printer paper, the dot matrix printer paper with the peel off sides. If you know the texture on that. Muy bueno. She has her coffee now. Sheesh. I walked around the block to Muncie today, but it is humid out there. Ugh. I've got an 80s era color happy birthday printed out around here somewhere. That is glorious. It is now safe to put your headphones on. The type with the pages all connected. It's nearly 6 feet long. Yes. And Carl's greeting me and Dusty because Dusty was chilling. And Dawn saying good morning. And we have to remind people that Dawn is the creator of Professional Felines, Buddy and Georgette. My fan art prevails. Now. And Dawn and Dusty and Snickerdoodle. Ooh, yes, you don't usually get a Snicky, but they decided, see my window behind this lovely curtain had this lovely Mylar reflective thing. that was across it to keep the heat down and keep the light from incinerating me. But my cats realized there's a window behind there, so they have decided that to adjust things. But now that that's available, me and old Snickle Fritz, anybody still in here? Stuart was in here too, but I guess they've decided that since everybody's up and I'm not freaking out, it must not be fun to bug me. Hey, Dawn. My leg is asleep. Well, somebody wake it up. It's not hurting right now, so I am reluctant to move it. Oh, honey, move it because later it will hurt. No mulligans, team. You know who it is. Skull soft to Muncie. Good morning, Nick. And happy Friday. How you doing? I'm doing fabulous. I am doing fabulous. I had Chinese in my tummy. I am up and have some calories in my system. Not enough. But I was up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, sitting on my front porch, watching the storm because it wasn't raining. It was just flashing lightning and very faintly booming in a surprisingly rhythmic pattern. It was gorgeous. I would have stayed out there all night, but the problem is I would have stayed out there all night. It was, just divine. Hey, Kat. I want to bring up Kat because Kat shared a picture of her showing one of the notes that one of the kids left her about being like the greatest teacher ever, and she is. Kat Rothermel. Oh. The term rock and roll art goddess is not hyperbole. It is absolute accuracy, and we love every inch of her. And greetings, and greetings, and Trey, and greetings, and more greetings, and more greetings, and proud of both of you. Good, you did your work. Here I'm stuck in the middle with you. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Hi, Dawn. Greetings, greetings. Hi, Kat. Age is just a number. Experience may be more meaningful. In today's climate, I only use that phrase because I was reading it directly. But yes, it can be. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hey, everyone. Nick, when I was a new counselor, I was a bit jealous. Then one day, I was the senior counselor, and it was as scary as the day I became a father. Yeah. And I'm just going to skip the kick. Actually, no, there's the kick bot because I like the name Long-Haired Castaway. How's the hip today? Hydrate break. Oh, lovely. Fire weather warning today. Of course there is, because today would be a great day to have a fire. 10 watching 8 lights. Chris will not be happy when he gets here. I liked, even if no one can feel it. Oh, I feel it. Doesn't like when I put weight on it, so I'm icing and waiting for the meds to kick in. Thanks for asking. Foxy. Hip injuries are difficult because it's not easy to keep one's hips elevated. Anyway. And LOL. And right there, had a look. Oh, yep, another bot. Although Raw Matey is a good name. Go easy on it, Kat. Indeed. The first couple weeks after hip surgery are the worst. Once you get through that, it will get better. I get that, Kat. Sometimes the meds help. Sometimes they are like a Band-Aid on a head wound. Good advice, Thesis. And don't try to rush things. Thesis? Someone might have to pick you up. Oh, the busted. Yeah, that was my dumb. Don't be like me. Will do, Carl. My surgery is in a few weeks. Thank you all for your concern and support. Chinese, like the good place. We went to the the Royal Buffet in lovely Lafayette, Indiana, because of situations. We did not go to the good place this time. Uh, I had some other business to attend to at that part of town, but it was very good. No, I forgot how hot it is. You're in the worst of it now. It will get better. Dawn says good morning, Xander and Manda.
Good morning.
I don't know if you heard them. They said good morning back. All right, Kat, the last thing in the world we want is to get an injury that might delay your surgery. Indeed, my dear. Sonic was good. Had a little trouble because it was the first time using the app to order ahead, but all worked out. Pretty sure it'll be easier next time. Good, Donna. I miss our Sonic. Their breakfast burritos were so good. Our Sonic is ick. We do the same thing now. Chat. Witness her coffee hints via your chat. Oh, I know. I know. That's a good sign that you're one of the ones who will make it. Yeah, I've gotten more and more homebound, hopefully to not add to the erosion of the socket. Yes, dear. Yes, we need to get you as healed and better as you can because you and I have to go hang out. That's just what has to happen. I don't know what we'll do, but we need to go hang out. I'll DD if need be. And be sure to do your PT. Yep, PT is necessary. I will never understand the people who complain about lockdown. You mean I have to stay home with my family? You've got this, Cat. You made them, so you should want to spend time with them. Indeed. Oh, I'm the queen of PT. I'm going to start next week in preparation. Thanks, Foxy. You be gentle on yourself. And yes, you are an absolute queen, Cat. I know when we were quarantined together, it was nice. There was a couple weeks there, like I want to say 3 weeks, where Amanda was just home, and it felt like she retired. And I'm not even gonna. I'm looking forward to it. I like being able to spend just about every waking hour with my lovely wife. Me and Foxy's reaction to the pathetic attempt at lockdown of our idiot state. We get to stay home with each other. Nice. Best love to you, Kat. Even if Porthesis slept most of it. Thanks, Don. Air be with you during your surgery, Kat. We'll be thinking of you. Thanks, Donna. Wow, teenage neighbor's son is actually wearing pants instead of pajama pants. Okay, they're sweats, but they're more real pants. Dun, 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 dun. Like the orchestra's starting up. It's the end. I start PT on my knee next week. May our bot. Okay. I got this one. I start PT for my knee next week too. May our bottom half of our bodies behave, Cat. He's not wearing his pajama? Wow. Can't say anything, Donna. No tea house tomorrow, but I will be back next week. Take your time. Cool, Thesis. Stay tuned for some changes happening with the NDCD traveling table at StompCon. This September 13th, 2025 in lovely Fowler, Indiana. Oh, yay. Dawn, I bet you some of our PT may be the same. I can't do my back PT because my knee. Somehow that makes sense. No, because I kind of sprained both my ankles and dislocated one of them a bit, there are a couple exercises I just can't do right now. I can't do my little, I think it's called child pose, but we always call it, genuflecting before the emperor. And then the one where I get to arc my back up because I have to have my toes pointed out, and my ankles won't do that right now because it's all connected. Yep. Who knew? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes would become a list of RX. I did. I listened to old people. Dawn, I can't do my back PT because of my hip. Good one, Foxy. I love saying to the docs that the earlobe is connected to the toenail. Little babies. Wow, I am way behind on this. LML, Foxy. Ouch. Can't deny it either, can we? Calories. I need more of those. My knee had just gotten cold last night because it was complaining earlier. It must have gotten cold. I miss thunderstorms. We rarely get them. It was big storm. Leg has denumbed. Now it aches again. Oh, you poor thing. Stuck in the middle was bridal party dance for the wedding I stood up for. Oh my! Oh my! I've known a few people who you could use stuck in the middle for, but that isn't currently recognized in the United States. Nick Greenroomed himself. Ouch, indeed. And Dan, good morning, Dan. I'll have to get an undersink water valve after the show today. I'm hoping that'll fix the cold water pressure in the kitchen sink. I hope it does too, because cold water pressure is good. And while we're here, I'm going to run an ad, probably for Dan. Let's run Dan's ad.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
And I'm just going to go back to water pressure is good because it is. I'm going to have to rewatch most of the show, but sitting here talking with our boss. That's valid. Bosses be like disappointed in your priorities, Joey. You know, the boss might look over his shoulder and see that. We need to be good for Joe's boss. All the other taps have great pressure, but the kitchen only had good pressure on the hot tap. That's odd. Oh, dear mother of heavens and cousin Bartholomew and heck, I found my new fave toy. My new fave toy, the War CX, isn't a knife. Thank you. To me, it's a me-size short sword. I am so glad, because finding things that are calibrated to your scale is always valid. Oh, and hi, everyone. Hey, Rich, can you please fix my fan? Thank you. Hi, nice. Hi, Rich. We had to replace our bathroom faucet. Now the water pressure sucks. If you get a chance, they have, and I had one in my trailer, these low pressure adaptive shower heads. They are phenomenal. They just. And hey, Rich, and we're all glad to see Rich. And hi, Indigo. Hit buttons while stretching. Silly pup. We recognize his sign on. I bet by now. I do too. So let's run another ad because we are at a groovy point, and let's get musical in here.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Sorry, I was hydrating and I didn't get done before I hit the chair, so it came out a little gurgly. That's fine. Now, and if your faucet is sucking, you install something backwards. It's supposed to put water out. Don't you hate when it doesn't put out? Yeah. Did y'all hear that Hulk Hogan and Chuck Mangione joined Ozzy yesterday? It really. It seems like people in the 70s age area are suddenly dropping, and it was really tragic. It really is. I mean, we're losing icons of our youth, and I mean, what can you do? It just seems like the universe is just it's just off, like 2 inches from where it needs to be. And I just don't know what to do about it. Sadly, it was installed for us. Apartments tend to frown on you using your own stuff. That's true. Chair, chair, chair. Feels good to sing the Muncie song again. Ow. Wait, George Guillemets from Golden Earring? Jeez. Some local guy born the same year that I was, well, he had gall to pass this week? Jeez. We just need to whip. I love the thing going around about wrapping Willie Nelson in bubble wrap. I think Kat was the first person I saw share that. We just need to take care of our elders and take care of the people we love, because they're not going to be here forever, and I want to keep them around just a little longer because, well, I think that's important, even if it does come off sounding like a lesson. And guitarist. And now I'm going to be misty when I hear Radar Love. But today I should talk about what I have plans to do. Well, and Keith Richards is going to outlive us all. The going theory is that he has gone through the quickening once again. I plan to have another 12 good years. I hope so. Although I am aging like cheese over here, so I'm sure you'll all outlive me. Right, Kat? Why will you be my wife? What? Oh, no. You're a big boy, Richie, and that's a scary thing to contemplate. That bass line in Twilight Zone is epic. Indeed. And the fact that we are living in the Twilight Zone, it feels like, might also be pretty epic. Now, my plans for today are theoretic house cleaning, possibly steady house cleaning. Got some water on my mustache. And prep. I'd like to get Elvira up. I'd like to get Johnny up when things get settled. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. And I have to show off, I got a new lighter from a friend. Actually, my friend Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany if she's watching this. She got me some great Bigfoot merch and an Elvira lighter because she loves me. So that will be going onto my wall of cool. I have a couple new additions to the wall of cool that I have to get through the stuff in the way because it's going to be great. Yeah, no. We're gonna run an emergency ad after that. Alrighty then. Let's see what we've got going on. Whoa! Emergency ad. Not the green room. That's tonight. Get your naps in. I know I will need a nap for tonight because, Lord in heaven, last night I was up far too late, not up far too early. But it was worth it because you don't get to see a natural light show like that very often. And sometimes that's all we can do. I know I'll get one. We're going to skip the ad. Have a great day, everyone. You too. And it looks like we've got a bunch of bots starting to prattle on my feed, and that's okay. So, guys, I think I'm going to wind down, run some ads, get us all settled in, and then I think I'm going to cut it because honestly, I could use a nap, and it's already starting to warm up in here, so it might be wiser. So let's run some ads, and then we'll get back to seeing what you guys are talking about.
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd at Thesis, and this is my TS. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADEDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
I'm always about like cat art, and hey, no, honey, that's a little small. Let me blow that up for you. There you go. Anyway, have a good day, everyone. Stay cool. Have a great weekend, everyone. Yes, great weekend. Thanks for playing my ad. Always. I love playing you guys' ad because I support what you guys do. You're all out there trying to make things a little bit better. You're trying to make a fair little bit on the side, and that's good too. So, guys, it's really hot, and like I said, it's starting to crank up in here. So, yeah, it's like I can look and see the red starting on my face. So, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because if you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. And toodles. See you tonight over at 8 o'clock at the Historical Fencing Guild. And maybe something else. We'll see you out today.